Right now,
yes,
there's a grapefruit for the living
this
clean
is what
diet.
I was talking about.
And then there's a multi-layered cake. That is like the
That's the guy I'm
fanciest cake
talking
I've ever
about.
seen. I'm hoping they'll bring that out.
Have you tried to pick it up? It's about 20 pounds.
Would you be bummed out if I said that I'd already had a piece of it?
You are not allowed to touch it until the end of the show.
Just kidding,
Miss
Brian.
Camerata.
All right, everybody. Good morning. I'll tell you what's in the news this morning. There are conflicting reports over whether or not another top terrorist has been killed in Iraq. A live report now from Anita McNaught in Baghdad. What's the latest, Anita?
Well, Alison, I am now in a position, you'll be pleased to know, to bring some clarity to the situation. They have announced, the U.S. military, at a press conference in the last few minutes in the international zone, who exactly it is that they have caught. It doesn't necessarily clarify the events of the last couple of days, which implied that some other people have been caught by some Iraqis in Iraq. But what the U.S. military know they have, and they know because they've done DNA testing, which was only verifiable yesterday afternoon, is a man called Muharib al-Latif al-Jabouri. Now, what the U.S. authorities are describing him as is the Ministry of Information for Al-Qaeda. Why do they call him this? Because he's been responsible, they know for sure, they're telling us, for the propaganda videos made around the kidnapping of Jill Carroll and the ransom negotiations. You remember the Christian Science Monitor journalist who was held for 3 months last year and released at the end of it all. And also they think the last person they know who had custody of Tom Fox, the American who was then later found dead. So this man killed in fighting in the early hours of the 1st of May in Taji, northwest of Baghdad. Now, the other characters we've had crop up in the news over the last couple of days, the al-Baghdadi, the al-Masri. As for al-Masri, what they're prepared to say is they have nobody, nothing at all to do any testing of. They can't shed any light whatsoever over whether that individual is dead or alive. And as for al-Baghdadi, what they say to us today is that they're not even sure who that person is. Al-Baghdadi just means from Baghdad, Alison. It doesn't actually mean a particular person. These are honorary titles, false names, if you like, nom de plume, that get assumed in the course of the job. So who the Al-Baghdadi is, could he be the guy that they've announced dead this afternoon? Quite possibly. Do we know for sure? No, we don't yet.
All right, Anita McNaught, thank you for clarifying all of that. We appreciate it. And a conference promoting global support for peace in Iraq opens in Egypt today. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice has confirmed plans to meet with the Syrian foreign minister there. A possible meeting between the U.S. and Iran is still up in the air. Today, Britain's Queen Elizabeth will visit Virginia for the first time in 50 years. She's helping mark the 400th anniversary of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in North America. She's also meeting with some of the survivors of the Virginia Tech massacre. On Saturday, the Queen will head to the Kentucky Derby and a state dinner with President Bush. Police say a group of students run over outside their California school were hit by a senior citizen. The man, who's in his 70s, went to the school to pick up his grandson, and that's when he sideswiped a bus, jumped a curb, and mowed down the students. 4 boys who were in critical condition are now listed in serious condition. Those are your headlines of this hour. Now let's talk sex.